Hello and welcome everyone to another session of Danganronpa 2. Last time we left off after just starting the class trial, our second class trial, where I got stuck on a pretty infamous puzzle that I did not solve. I failed. I needed your help because we were getting close to the end. So I was just like, get through it. But we got past that. We're slowly figuring out what it all means, that this video game that was based on what actually happened to some of the people on the island that makes it a motive. And we can go from there. So we can figure out our latest murder and figure out the culprit. I still don't have a clear idea on who it is. I put out my thoughts, but they seem too obvious, so I'm not sure on that one at all. In the meantime, though, G. Scarrica, thank you very much for your subscription at Tier 3, 16 months now, saying, so I'm 165 hours into Tears of the Kingdom and still haven't done any of the regional phenomena open world games, I tell you. That's a scary thought. I've done 2, but it's also been a little bit since I've been able to play. So, although it's funny thinking about how much easier you'd have getting some of this stuff done if you had done the regional phenomena. Smash Man with 100 bits, thank you so much, saying, can't stay playing Pikmin 4. It's easy to get sucked into these games. I believe it. I've heard a lot of good things about Pikmin 4, so that's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. Mito with a Tier 1 subscription, 34 months now. Thank you so much. Saying, I was expecting Discotech to announce Digimon Season 2 and Adventure 02 at Otakon. What I wasn't expecting is that they would also announce Digimon Adventure the movie, our war game, and Hurricane Touchdown as well. Yeah, that was a big surprise. Plus, that set actually includes the original Digimon movie, so it's a really good value. Discotech puts out good stuff. I just don't always get a hold of it. Smash Matt, thank you very much for that gift sub going to the Lewis Dragoon. We're very much appreciated as always. And Nelson, thank you very much for that Prime, choosing me for your Prime subscription, 14 months now. Thank you so much. And Time Sage, glad you got the night off of this change. Eggroll, enjoyed watching the Family Feud charity stream. Congrats on winning, technically. I have been rewatching your Symphony of the Night streams. So are you still planning to stream Requiem someday? Also, how is your church wig from the night you two went down that you caught while leveling your sword companion? Gosh, I can't remember that. I cannot remember. Honestly, it's been so long. And maybe I'm probably not at this rate. There's just so much else we have so much else to play. It might be one of those things where it's just like, tackle the backlog on a system type thing, like subathon type thing. So yeah, we'll get there. Yes, I mean, we did get Oracle of Ages and Seasons. That's always awesome. Excited for that. Oh, Pokemon Go to kill time. Wow. That's wild. I forgot about that. I was playing Pokemon Go in order to be ready for Let's Go at the time. Whew. Oh, did I spend an hour killing witches? There's certain drops that you guys always like wanted me to get, so I was like, all right, we'll get them. I mean, it's Symphony of the Night. I'm not going to complain playing more of that game. So yeah, there's fun stuff coming up. But yeah, I've been working on. Oh yeah, YouTube went down at that time. Gosh, I forgot about that. But yeah, going to be playing a lot more NSO lately because I'm not sure if I'm sure some of you have heard about this. Not all of you. Where I'm starting up a NSO game club for GVG, and we're starting with Shining Force. I've been playing a little bit of that when I can, and that actually it's funny because that came up as part of the randomizer for our subathon recently. So funny how that works out. So yeah, that'll be. That should be fun. We'll be recording that pretty this week and have that hopefully up the following week, soon after on that weekend. And yeah, and yes, Eggroll, I'm the same way. I'm in chapter 2 of Shining Force as well. I think we said it so as long as we finish the first 3 chapters, we're in good shape because I think that feels like plenty of time to get a sense of what that game's all about. So yeah, with that said, let's jump into the trial itself, see if we can finish up the trial tonight, see the punishment, all of that, and figure out what the heck actually happened during this beach episode that went very, very, very wrong. Oh, no worries, Claxon. I get it. No worries at all. If you guys want to just have me as background noise, I really don't mind. I'm just glad you're here. What's that? Yeah, I'm background noise for Amy. In like stereo basically because you have it on over there so you can get your points. So yeah, cool. The recording of the first episode of NSO, the Game Club, will be on Thursday. It should be on Thursday for our patrons, and the full episode should hopefully be up that following weekend, so Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm going to try to get it done as soon as possible. Shouldn't take too much effort, honestly. There's not like a whole lot of extra stuff that needs done for that. I'm not even sure. I've thought about splicing in game footage, but it's like not 100% needed. It's something I'm figuring out for the first episode, so we got that going on. But it'll be fun to watch the Thursday episode on Thursday for your patron, because that's when we'll also decide our next game that we start playing and working towards. So should be fun, good time. Anyway, yes, Girl E had the accomplice that was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Correct.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
Brian FD reached 200k. Good, congrats. And Rusty finally hit 300k. We're going to be getting a set of... we're going to be getting requests here soon enough, aren't we? Oh boy.
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D. Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it, and they ended up getting into an argument.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious by accident. And from there, she couldn't go back. I somewhat understand that feeling.
Really, Mikon?
And that's pretty scary.
That's, yeah, no kidding. Thank you, Ibuki.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day, or the game's last day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think killed Girl E?
Girl E's killer. Right now, the only person I can think of is that guy. Guy F. Boy, that's like a clear clue. That guy that killed it, you know, Girl D.
I see.
Hey, Zelda Gift World.
It should have been Guy F.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy
Sister.
F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it? That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth, it'd be a huge problem for you.
I mean, he is Yakuza.
Clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game, do you remember this incident?
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were like totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko. Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy.
You sure do talk a lot of shit. Well, I'm used to it by now.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. In actuality, there's an important shared point with Girlie and Mahiru's sister. Oh God. Maybe the ending prize? I guess I'll go with the ending prize because, gosh, this is the problem with having been a week off. Oh, Captain Hawks, thank you for the first time chat and it's your favorite game in the series. And official GVG, thank you for the raid. I'll offer up this and hope this is the right.
Crap!
Oh no, I made a fool of myself in front of everyone, including the raiders. It's been a week and I'm like trying to remember exactly what they. Oh gosh, is there no way to pause? Oh no. Thank you so much. You were playing more Monster Hunter Tri. Brandon, if you could, I did if you're still here, I left a message for you in the Discord. If you could let me know about how things work for you, I'd appreciate that. No rush, of course, but I just wanted to make sure you didn't miss it. No. Oh, the baseball bat. Oh.
Crap!
Well, I had it right. The shared point is the baseball bat. Without, yeah, the metal bat. Here we go.
I can prove it.
There we go. Right one, just wrong thing.
I'm not sure the two events are unrelated.
Okay.
At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game.
Now we can definitely chat. Yes, Magius, thank you very much for the raid, as well, going along with Brandon and all of them. Yeah, how is Monster Hunter Tri going for him? And Master Marks, we are still quite a bit away from finding our culprit. We're pretty early into the trial itself. Just picking up where we left off last time, which was basically just getting some things established. So now it's me just trying to remember all the evidence and putting it all together since it's been a week. So. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the home button actually paused things like the Switch does for the PS5. Excuse me. All right.
As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E.
And obviously spoilers since we're in the middle of the trial, so we can be careful of that.
With a metal bat.
A little late for that warning, but it is. There you go.
There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. But don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What did he...
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap.
And that's what I'm saying.
True
It's just,
killer.
he just seems too obvious too often.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between the characters. That person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Hiyoko?
Huh?
Don't you understand? I'm saying you might be the true killer.
Too early to make that connection, but we'll see.
What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch?
Oh boy. Probably footprints on the beach.
What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
Whoops.
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Ah. Whoops.
I was squishing Mr. Ants all day.
Alright, we got our
You four-eyed accusing
our
me.
lineup.
Why do you doubt Hiyoko? Do you know where Hiyoko was to? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
But I didn't go to the beach house.
Ah. There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Jeez.
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hiyoko.
Seriously, I told you I didn't.
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
We also saw you going past the restaurant.
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Huh. They're not Hiyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus,
Oh my gosh.
the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach house, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the beach house, they used a different footprint.
I don't think it's her. She definitely saw it, and that's why they're like, because remember, it has to be two people. Two people that find a body before it gets reported to everybody. The first was the second one was mechanic guy. The first one had to be Hiyoko. So I don't know who it is because it's I don't think it's Hiyoko. It doesn't seem to be Fuyuhiko. I'm really unsure about this. Yeah, I don't know.
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left. Which means something happened in between those two events. Isn't that right, Hiyoko?
Ah, I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine. I've never heard of that daily routine before. And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't
Akane.
believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh?
It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Well, The letter.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots?
Okay, never even saw her.
I did go to the beach house, but only during my... I didn't go...
Then you didn't meet at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Oh.
Damn it!
I did go to the beach house.
And I'm having a rough time.
But only during my morning walk.
No, that would not do it. Okay.
Didn't go any other time.
Footprints, no. Metal bat, no.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Shower room.
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her?
Okay.
Is this a panel of idiots?
First one. I just picked the wrong one.
I did go...
Whoopsie. Ah, the beach. Okay, yeah, it does say come to the beach house.
Go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
No, that's
Yeah,
wrong.
just picked the wrong one. Hey, Super Paper Pokemon. It is very different raincoat from what I understand. Emerald Knight
Will
Fury.
you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason.
That letter. It's the one Mahiru had, right?
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with her.
Say again? Chain guy. Oh, the big dude. So Amy's total shot in the dark without really knowing much of anything. She is saying it's Naraku. I think that's what his name is. But our ultimate coach.
What is that letter? I'm serious. I don't know.
Oh, snap. I remember now. I totally saw you.
Nekumaru. That's it.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so
that's
it should have been
Gundam.
around 3:30 p.m.
Ultimate breeder.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
I honestly don't. Because the two that seem the most obvious are Hiyoko and Fuyuhiko. the Yakuza and the girl we're talking to now.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
The guy you said really has not much to do with this case, but it's not impossible. I mean... Alright. I don't know, Exteric already losing his second best girl is bad enough, but imagine if his best boy went down in the same chapter. No kidding. I like that guy, the coach. Emerald Night Fury is guessing Peko. I don't think that's right either, but we'll see.
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Who? Oh, Peko? She said she was swimming and scouting out, like, if there was a way to reach another island. Okay. So Amy's guessing Peko now. That's Gundam. No, that's the ultimate breeder.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out. And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place.
It seems too obvious. I don't think that's it.
There's evidence for that too.
I believe her when she's saying she's being set up. The only place I can think of where Hiyoko was hiding is probably that place, right?
Here!
Easy enough.
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that.
Hiyoko, you are not helping your case.
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that,
Nope.
she was only able to leave from the beach side.
That body was dragged, so that's either Peko's wrong or she is
My four dark devas of destruction didn't even need
suspicious.
to come out.
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That I believe.
Right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice. Huh? Sparkling what now? That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head.
She is being accused of murder, so yeah.
Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. You might be right about Pecco, Amy. Baseball bat to the head.
Render my verdict
Footprints on the beach,
on
no.
this mystery's conclusion.
Trash can. What's in the trash can?
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt!
Oh! Strawberry would be red, melon would be green, grape would be purple, orange would be orange. This is the wrong flavor.
You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
Wow, that's clever. I'm glad I found that
And
one.
weren't you also hiding in the closet?
I'm proud of
that's
that
when
one.
You dropped the gummy.
Yeah, that's it.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time
Hi, Cassie
the
Cats. Thank you for joining.
was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I was just getting the full lineup. I always like to hear the full dialogue.
I shall render my verdict upon this Hiyoko is this...
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt! You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
There we go.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
I mean, Yoko is kind of like, but I don't think she did it.
Too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What? That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy.
See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Phrasing there, Fuyuhiko. What's that? Probably Mikan's autopsy report.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
Let me just read over it to make sure I know what I'm talking about. All right, it's the whole died instantly.
Left.
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need.
That's wrong!
Last bit of strength.
I left those footprints during my morning walk!
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about the footprints near the...
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it.
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
There we go.
That's wrong.
They're wrong.
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer, after all.
I don't know about that.
Seriously, that's not true.
I don't think she'd be able to drag.
Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
There we go.
She was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer. Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven.
I won't let you look down on me.
Oh boy.
We haven't decided that yet.
Oh, it's time for the
Hey,
slashes.
Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer. That little bitch is definitely
Jeez.
the killer.
I'm trying to remember how this goes. Oh god.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach after she moved the body. She just walked. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Did you get all that, you bastard?
Okay. So it's the shower room.
Dumbass? There's a shower room inside the... After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
There we go.
To cut through those words.
Got it. The slash upgrade definitely helps.
Washing it off in the shower is impossible because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Nope, that doesn't work either.
Saying I did something bad for
She can't tie her sash. She can't get dressed by herself. Her clothes fused to her body.
I see.
Listen to me.
Feels good when the clues just pile up and you're like, ah, I immediately know what they're talking about. I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take
556.
off her clothes.
Thank you very much for that 100 bits saying having Derek Stephen Prince as Fuyuhiko's here swearing like a sailor feels weird after hearing him reprise his role as cute little Vmon for the Digimon Movie 3 redub, right?
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she did change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
Oh, he's gonna point to Akane.
Because if so, I believe Akane was...
That's too obvious. That, like, oh, no, it's from the sparring. No. You'd wash it off.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve.
All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right?
Someone made a fan-made Smash moveset for Monokuma and contained spoilers for the game, so be warned. That's funny.
It's okay that I'm not the killer?
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru. Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry.
If she was like that more often, she'd actually be likable.
Right? Shut the hell up, pig barf. I
Right.
hope you get a hangnail and die. I'm sorry for being pig barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange, getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be, does he actually have something else in
Hey,
mind?
Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
Letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Huh. Somebody's playing both sides.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh, the letter that Hiyoko had, doesn't it clearly contradict other evidence?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
Alright. Same thing we read
Mahiru's
before.
letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter,
This time is still 2.
The meeting times are off.
it's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Ibuki.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but Which letter did the killer forge? Both.
I see.
Duh.
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Oh my god.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Oh, freaking
Here
Nagito.
we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the
Lightly
letter
punch him to
said,
death, you know.
You went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
Yep.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints
Oh,
as
I hope you feel
evidence.
better soon, Karagosa. Thank you for joining.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was framed by Mahiru's killer.
Hiyoko, please do not cry.
Oh
I
boy.
believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her?
I'm
so
surprised that we
easily?
didn't get
She might be faking
like
those
an
tears,
insult.
you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about?
He's not
The
wrong.
only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you. You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together.
Who am I thinking, Karagosa? I'm honestly not sure. Fuyuhiko is too obvious. I knew Hiyoko was not that couldn't be the killer, and I just have no major suspects among the rest, other than maybe Amy being on the right track by just randomly saying Peko.
The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
Who?
And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Gamer Guy, first time chat, thank you for being here. And yep, he's lost it again. I feel like that's going to be a common thread.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Whoa, he's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Alright. That section of the trial done.
Well now.
Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. Huh? You're gonna spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... you can't. Everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Nanu Nanu. Oh, I might have not actually hit save. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the
Oh, that you can do a PSA after the commercials.
Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
Just in case it did not properly save. Oh, it did say interrupted. Okay, so we're good. It's so quick, it throws me off.
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then
Hey, Darth
something
Chrono.
that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the Synapse course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the R1 button. Press the circle for brake and L1 to jump. What the hell? There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. On your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into a gap or bump into walls. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be a branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my meddlesome advice to you. Alright. She's right. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. Alright, let me find... Move... accelerate... Oh, that's funny. It's telling me R1 and all that. Accelerate, brake, jump. Got it. This is certainly different. When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before. This is certainly different, but kind of cool. Honestly kind of reminds me of that Sonic Murder game. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left. Now we're just showing off. Oh boy. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? At the beach house.
It's all coming together.
I got it right. Cool.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide?
Hey, I'm trying to save your butt here, Hiyoko.
Explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. I mean, it has to be this, but she said she looked.
Crap!
Alright, in that case, here.
Crap! Here!
Oh, okay.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
That makes sense.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Oh, if the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right. The place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... right here.
Here!
In the surfboard.
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Never knew about the Ice Climbers reference? Yeah, I sped through it, but yeah, that is kind of funny.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then the killer was close to me during that time?
So based on the size,
Yeah, they were
there's
quietly
no way
hiding
that's
in the
Nekomaru.
hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
What?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house. What?
Say whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
What?
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
What?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
Why is he
You
so...
don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that.
Nope, that's what I figured out a while ago. So I thought it was 2 people, but no, it's I guess it's 3 if you include the murderer. So yeah, that's why it wasn't announced until Kazuichi discovered it.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Wow.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Excuse me. I thought it called before we found the body, or was it after we found the body?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly,
Thank you,
let's get
Soulcaster.
back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
The killer has an accomplice. That's the way they made it up to the window to escape, but how'd that other person escape? Huh. maybe the little guy was an accomplice, but how the heck did he get out without getting noticed? Unless he walked in the, I guess he could have walked in the footprints, but I don't think that works either. Yeah.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear.
Akane made it out the window because she used us as a step stool.
Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the triangle button, the shape of the reticle will change. If you aim the remark's weak spot and at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you'll be able to memorize it. Yep, I remember this. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change it to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't have the answer to a lie or mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. But please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh boy. So just shower room.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
What the hell?
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did
I'm
the
not
killer
sure in
do with
here.
the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Impossible. I think that's what I have to break.
What about the wetsuits in the closet?
Oh shoot.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit, it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
I'll keep working on it,
What
Fa.
did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off would have been...
They didn't have to use the shower.
What about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they...
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes, it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off...
They didn't have to use the shower.
I hate that.
Maybe they wore one when they moved...
If they used something other...
What did they do with the blood?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their... It would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it
Why
off.
the heck did I didn't claim it? Ugh.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the...
What about the wet... Maybe they wore one when...
If they used something other...
What did they do with the bloody pig?
I'm pretty sure it's that one that I need to grab. The one from...
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to...
Why? Why is it taking so long? Oh, the
What did
blue
killer
ones.
do
Oh,
with
only
the
the
blood
orange
on
ones.
her
Oh, I
body?
wonder it's.
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower.
I
so
thought I could
washing
only
it off
not
would have
refute
been
it. I thought I could
impossible.
still use it.
They didn't have to use
Okay,
the
well that
shower.
limits the options.
What about the wetsuits?
Not the
Maybe they
wetsuits.
wore one.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
maybe it's the other, perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their...
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
what about the wetsuit?
Well, we're gonna fail.
When they moved them,
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
they cut it up and
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
maybe it's the other way around.
That sucks. I feel like I would have had it.
We will never give up.
All right, let's try again.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply.
It was me,
couldn't
the
use
big
shower.
screw up there was not me not realizing I couldn't
Have to use
use
the shower.
what about the wetsuit?
the
Maybe
blues
they wore
against
one when they moved them
oranges.
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do
Oh,
with the
pff, I
bloody
missed the
wetsuit?
other than
They
the show.
cut it up and
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
maybe it's the other, perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply.
They couldn't use the shower, so washing it off...
They didn't have to.
what if maybe they wore one?
If they used something other than the shower,
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
maybe it's the other, perhaps someone other. Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
No, that's
There we go. Finally.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
I was considering the blue bits too much. That's why I ran out of time.
They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Oh, there's two good options here. The sea and the drinks inside the refrigerator. I'm going to go with the drinks inside the refrigerator because I have evidence for that.
I see. Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Ah, Pecco. Interesting that you're fighting me here.
Really, then. That's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
Alright, so definitely
It's
trash
true
can.
There were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one bottle too wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles. There were only
Oh,
flavored
shoot.
drinks. If you use those to wash blood, the blood won't come off in your body. They will leave an aromatic, especially if you use that alone would raise suspicion. Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the
There we
Allow
go.
me to cut through those words. No, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many
many-
times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Ah, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Alternate sword slashes, I'll break them faster. Thank you, modern day Robin.
You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Much better than gravel. Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, that person would be...
Seems you've realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought. Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
If the killer used plastic water bottles to wash off the blood that splattered onto them, that killer, Mahiru's killer, must be that person. Did Amy freaking guess it again? How did you come to that other girl?
You're the only one. Pekka,
She seemed level-headed while everybody was freaking out. That was Amy's thought behind it.
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent. Say something.
I did not expect this.
Bastard. You saw her at the diner. You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming.
Now why is Fuyuhiko's the accomplice? Later, Oscar. That's why he's defending her.
Saw her swimming.
Yeah. He did.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
He lifted her up. She lowered her sword. He grabbed onto it. She pulled him up because he's so light and small. Up. Enjoy the nap, John Niles. And later, Oscar. I'm not sure if I said it before, but thank you for tuning in.
Not so fast. It's too soon to decide she's a killer. We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me. If
No,
you
it wouldn't be
have an
two deaths.
explanation, then show me what you got.
As established by the original Danganronpa, if the murderer got away with it, the accomplice would still die. Well, along with everybody else that wasn't the Blackened. Only the killer gets to go free, not the accomplice.
We might have an answer.
Huh? Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's escape route. I might know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening.
I see.
So would Peko...
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option,
Who is
only other
the
thing I can
serial
think
killer
of
then? Peko or Fuyuhiko?
well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not. That would violate the school trip rule.
Littering is not allowed.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
They used the it's the mask. The mask that Sonia's so caught up on. So my thought is Peko, either Peko or Fuyuhiko is that serial killer.
You see?
It's why that
There's
mask
no way
was
they'd
used.
be able to escape from that window.
No.
I think it's
We
Peko.
just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us. We just said they couldn't use an object.
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body. Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Wow.
No!
Okay then. Even if the killer used an object to escape out of the window, they wouldn't be able to get rid of it. So the only thing I can think of is that the killer must have hid it somewhere. If that's the case, the object the killer used to escape out the window. Oh gosh. Hold on. Well, first things first. Catch. And okay. Wooden sword. There we go. Oh, it didn't fit. B-U-S-H-I, no. Well, I think the first letter is going to be B. Bamboo sword. Okay, there we go. Finally figured out what the heck the first word was. You need a... Oh no! Oh shoot. Oh shoot. I figured out its games. Need that O. Oh, shoot. Needed that. I just need an R. Come on. Where is it? Give me the D! There we go. Finally.
I got it.
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
I'm happy how, like, once that
Despite the
things
fact
fell
that
into
you have
place, like, I
clumsy
figured out
you
pretty
were still
much
wearing
all
your
of
bamboo
it.
sword.
Oh my goodness.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Oh. No, that can't be it.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it. I knew it was a ninja. Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily. Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a
Huh.
Japanese ninja.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Now then, the time has come once again for the panic talk action. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. From this point on, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the R1 button during PTA. When fever time is activated, tempo will be pushed to its max. But that's not all, you won't miss during fever time either. By pressing the X button when applicable, you can destroy your opponent's verbal assault, but only until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, you're not the only one who can get the upper hand. There's something called nega time that your opponent can use too. If your opponent activates nega time, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit difficult to press the buttons in rhythm. So in that case, please time your rhythm not with your eyes, but with your ears and your passionate heart. If you can't clear it, you can always change the difficulty setting. I'm not going to tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they do that. I mean, can't I just use mine?
Hold on a sec, you bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer...
And this actor had to dig into
me.
some rage.
If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Fuyuhiko, why are you...
Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs!
Sell your organs, wow.
You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind!
Bamboo sword bag.
This is the end!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword bag. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword bag to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
Did not see that one.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. She used them both to escape. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. Oh, you just back off!
Is it true? Did you really kill
Hold on! You're just making assumptions! You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless...
I'm fascinated to see why he's so defending of her.
Got it, you bastard!
He's so defensive for her.
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted it just now, right? She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Even though Fuyuhiko was the one arguing with us, Peko just admitted it so freely.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Agreed. Hurry up and vote.
Hold on. Let me confirm one thing first.
Can it wait until after the voting?
Not really.
It's important, and it relates to the voting. It's about Peko's motive.
Chiaki, best girl.
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that question, I must say it was for the sake of justice.
Yep, she was the serial killer.
Justice?
In order to protect the justice of this world.
Gray-haired girl's a bit crazy again. Or is it black-haired in Danganronpa 1? Huh?
I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There is only one
Glasses girl
reason
again.
I kill. For the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello? Earth to Peko!
If justice ever
She always seems to be the most
disappeared from
down-to-earth
this
one.
world,
Other than Mahiru.
the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow that.
It's fine, just stop it!
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
She put on the mask.
Justice complete.
Oh my god.
The center of
That is
justice
ridiculous.
that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the
Well,
night
so much for
sky.
taking her seriously.
That would be me. Sparkling justice. Now then, let's execute justice.
What? What the fuck?
Peko, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
It's losing all meaning.
What's this? Chill. Peko finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... But...
Huh? An ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask. This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your
The
grasp.
heck? Oh my gosh, stepladder. You'll love this, Amy. See the comment? Fun fact, Pecco's Japanese VAs also played Sailor Moon. Man, if only they could have gotten... was the new Sailor Moon dubs happening around this time? Because that would have been perfect if they got the new Sailor Moon to voice Pecco as well. Maybe it would have, maybe it wouldn't have. I don't know.
Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this
Oh,
is
English Sailor Moon voices Mikon.
really crazy.
Of course. What? What the heck is this? Pecco is the killer. Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
Monokuma doesn't care.
Hey! Now's not the time for you to be sleeping. Take a look. It's a killer.
This again?
Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question?
Monokuma's like, really? You
Why
put
did
in
you
another
kill
serial
Mahiru?
killer?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Oh my god.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore. Let's just end this farce already.
End it? He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake it was Pecco all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
Okay, the mystery's going to be the connection between Fuyuhiko, which I think somehow he knew about it. On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met... Ah. That one's already used. That's not it. Okay, which one? It's not the sleeping one. I think it's the gummy one. The location isn't quite right. Okay. There we go. Got those. Yeah, I'll get it. Here we are. First one to arrive. There we go. This is going all right, at least. All right, let's start at the beginning again and see what we got. Any more that we need to get? Okay, that one. None of these. Not that. There we go. All right, last stock. I think we got this. Gotta watch out for this gray man. Let's see.
Here's everything that happened.
All right, that's all of it. Nice and easy.
The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come
I love
to
the art
beach
style in these.
at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Ouch.
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before.
And that blood washed off real good.
In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand.
Could have said, I'm recycling these bottles to use for something else later.
On Hiyoko wore off and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route.
The third person has to be Fuyuhiko.
The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand.
That is super impressive.
As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
Here we go. There it is, all laid out.
I see. And what of it? She's like totally cool with it. I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice.
She killed a bully. Well, she helped kill a... Well, whatever.
That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important.
DGC, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. 20 months now. Saying Belle got it right again. Took her 2 guesses, but better than my guesses that I came up with. I never suspected Peko once until she brought it up and I started looking at that ways it was sort of pointing towards her.
Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice.
Oh, I'm getting sick of hearing the word justice.
If I fall here,
Alex saying the score is Amy 2, Derek 0.
of this world. Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice. Hurry and carry on
justice.
The girl who was killed from the game. This girl wasn't a bully. The girl that was killed initially, that was part of Mihiru's backstory, along with all the other girls. She was bullying a friend of Mihiru's. Well, she was bullying Mihiru, I should say. And this friend of Mihiru's confronted her about it, accidentally got mad, choked her out, realized she had done something wrong, and decided to just kill her and make it look like some sort of pervert had done it instead. Mihiru had discovered this and hid the evidence that would have claimed it to be her. And then it seems like Fuyuhiko, who was that girl's, the girl who died, the bully girl's brother, killed the friend who killed her. That's what it seems like. Huh? Yep.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices.
So there's her motive. You all need to die so I can keep spreading justice. Okay then.
The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
We finally woke up.
I've heard your story. Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened?
I gotta say, it's weird to me that I feel more pity for Teru dying than Peko at this point. Maybe it's because I'm sick of hearing justice. But he at least had some sort of backstory that made it a bit more relatable. Hers, not so much.
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time?
Or in Emily, Teru was just a horny little chef. A horny little chef who was doing all this for his mother, so he wanted to go back and see his mom, see if his mom was okay. So that was at least a little bit relatable.
Pardon me. Can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange. Something about this is definitely strange.
Huh?
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko, right?
Okay.
distinct difference?
You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice like this.
Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
What the heck was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase? I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got the difference between the serial killer and Peko. I think it's national. No, that'd be. No. That's nationality. Okay, yeah, nationality felt like a little off because I'm like I thought it was the journalist that they were talking about.
I didn't know what Sonia said.
Whoops, overthought that.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
I thought she was talking about the journalist's native language.
If she had it translated, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Or Japanese.
Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish. So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both serial killers were from the same country. But that wasn't the case. If so...
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary. And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
Huh.
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Huh?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
She's getting the crazy eyes.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
The body discovery announcement.
See,
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
So Fuyuhiko put her up to it, but why did she go along with it? That's the big
right.
question.
I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, that's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Hajime. No. Hey, Fuyuhiko.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's overwhelming proof of that, too. Where is it? ending prize? Yeah, ending prize.
I can prove it with this. I didn't think it was necessary.
Master Marks, yep, Amy got this
Didn't
right
have
too.
anything to do
Amy
with
should play
Mahiru's
Raincoat
murder.
Boost Scary Helicopter says. Well, there you go, Amy. That's the new game that came out from these guys. Still, you got it quicker than I did.
There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right? Because whoever beat the game first received the ending prize.
Oh my gosh, I forgot he had that envelope. What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize.
I completely forgot about that.
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so,
Very sneaky.
you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey, why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? Cause Peko is the killer, right? But he already voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool,
She's way too happy about this.
I cannot defy my orders.
Hey, what's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi.
Oh, we got semantics here.
Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What the hell?
I see. That's what
So
you were
technically,
aiming for
Amy,
all
both
along.
Amy and I were correct.
No, I have no aim.
Well, kind of. Well, actually, I didn't really come down. I said it was likely because it just tied so close to it, but it just seemed too obvious.
But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
Young master?
That's why she was always checking in on him.
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
This definitely shakes things up.
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being.
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do
Oh, wow.
now is
What's
wait
Monokuma
and
gonna
see
do?
what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
That is interesting. Man, I did terrible in part 2 and part 9. Another B. Oh well. Yikes. Maybe I'll get a good one.
I'm in a bind, and what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Oh, no more voice acting. Dang it. Although there were some twists and turns along the way, the one who killed Mahiru Koizumi is Hold on a sec. Okay,
Sorry.
I'll wait. So sorry, I'm just hesitating.
Hey!
There's no need to hesitate. No matter how you look at it, Pecco's the killer. Why?
Hey!
Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool. You're a friggin' human being.
Well,
If I'm human, then I'm not a tool. If that's what you're saying, you're wrong.
you just don't know.
Because you just don't know. You just don't know that there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself. Only exist to be tools?
Hey,
What does she mean, Fuyuhiko? Pecco and I grew up together. Are you two childhood friends then?
No.
No, it's completely different than that. Right after I was born and abandoned by my parents, the Kuzu Ryu clan took me in.
I am nothing
They
but a
gave
tool.
me a reason to exist. I am to fulfill my duty as my young master's property.
What?
Property, you say? It means she's a hitman arranged by my clan to work directly under me. Oh,
My
weird.
young master is attacked. I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill my duty until the very end.
Yeesh.
That is...
Who gives a baby a sword, right? But that is... You are wrong. You are not a tool, Pecco. Because if you're a tool, then what was all that time we spent together?
Nothing.
I was ordered by my young master to behave, just as I was ordered to interact with you all. What? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. Right after we arrived on this island, that is what my young master ordered me to do.
You fiend.
That is why you were hiding your relationship, you mean?
No.
It's not as if that started the moment we arrived on this island. Before that, my young master has always told me to hide our relationship. My young master loathes relying on his household's power. He even hates me, the tool given to him by his household.
I am nothing but a
No matter
tool.
what I am told, I am nothing but a tool for killing. If my young master intends to kill, it is only natural for me to act as his tool. Then the one who tried to kill Mahiru wasn't you, it was Fuyuhiko?
Damn it.
It is what it is. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs.
Damn it.
Damn it, I don't understand. Why is my sister in these photos?
Fuck with me.
And she's covered in blood. What does it mean? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? You tried to confirm her with Mahiru, and that's why you wanted to talk to her.
So,
Yeah, I sent her the photo because I wanted to make sure she'd respond. But she never replied back to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too.
But...
I'm pretty sure Mahiru was confused too. I mean, we all were. Before anyone played the game, we didn't even know this incident had happened. That's why, even if we were told we were connected to it, there's no way we could accept it. You know, when Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she mentioned something about this. Sorry, I actually have plans to go to the beach with everyone.
Oh my.
Wait, huh? You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it there, it'd be totally fine. It's pretty important, so, you know, it'd be troubling to involve the others.
Huh?
You sound pretty serious. Serious or not, I can't really do anything about it on my own, so I wanted someone to think about it with me.
But...
If I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
That definitely sounds serious. I can cancel my beach plans for you. No, it's fine. It's important that everyone gets along anyway. Just tell them I'm not feeling well. Plus, it doesn't have to be today. There's always tomorrow.
Oh,
She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Hyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation. I should have gone too. But it was rather convenient for you, wasn't it, Fuyuhiko? If you could make use of their plan to meet each other alone, you could easily lure Mahiru into a trap, right?
Hey.
By calling both of them to the beach house, you were able to pin the blame on Hyoko. Seriously, what the heck? An eye for an eye. That's the world I live in. My little sister was murdered. If the reason that happened was because of some person here, I have no choice but to kill that person on my sister's behalf, right?
And so,
And so, my young master thought of a plan and executed it. I wanted to use a bat as the murder weapon because in the game, that's what was used to kill Girl E. For revenge, clubbing the person to death the same way my sister was killed just seemed to make sense. Even if it ruined my disguise, it was the only thing I could do to avenge my sister.
That is...
So that is why you killed my hero with the bat? Yeah. But still, I believed her up to the very last minute that game was just a work of fiction. But even so, that bitch.
Hey.
Hey, if that game is actually real, are you the one who killed Girl E?
Why, you...
Hey, I don't want to hear about that.
But...
The fact that your sister was killed is terrible. It's unfortunate, but...
Why?
You shouldn't have killed that girl.
Shut the hell up!
Who cares about that? Just answer me. What do you know about that game?
What are you saying?
You had no right to do that. Nobody has the right to judge others for their crimes. Revenge is just wrong.
Jeez.
Want me to be honest? This whole time, I was acting like a coward. Even after I called over Mihiru, I was still trying to find an excuse to not go through with the plan. But after she said that to me, that all went out the window. I got really pissed off and grabbed the metal bat that I hid under the bench. But at that moment, young master called for me and made me kill Mihiru. Huh?
Young master, I am finished.
What?
Are you saying that you killed because you were ordered to? A tool is not defined by its will, but by its actions. I don't get this at all.
Of course.
Well, of course you'd understand, because humans are completely different from one another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand, and pretends to be understood.
Quiet.
Hey, you're too annoying. Can you just be quiet?
Yes, indeed.
Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. Afterward, just as my young master planned, I proceeded to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I also considered the possibility of being found out. So in order to get you guys to make the wrong choice, I decided to make use of that serial killer story.
It cannot be.
You insisted that you were sparkling justice in order to make us hasten our votes? So we fell for it. We fell for her trick all along. That's right, you guys have made the wrong decision. You voted me, a mere tool, as the killer, unaware that my young master was the true killer.
That's obviously wrong.
Hold on! Don't act like our loss has been decided yet.
No.
No, it should be decided already. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
This is troubling.
I'll admit, all this talk about Peko being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer. Hold on, I'm telling you to hold on.
I see.
I see, so for Peko, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope then. On his behalf, you killed Mihiru, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so that you can protect him.
Great.
He would only go that far because he's your one and only hope.
Wrong.
Wrong. I have no hope. I'm just a tool. Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway.
Now then.
So I'm going to ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Huh?
About what?
Hey.
Is Peko just a tool to you? Using that tool, surviving by sacrificing Peko and the rest of us. Is that your hope?
What?
Hold on.
Hold on, what's the use of asking something like that?
What?
Huh? You seem distressed. A mere tool doesn't panic like that, right?
Jeez.
Peko, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will?
Hey.
Fuyuhiko, can you tell me the truth? The fact that she killed on your behalf, the fact that she lied to us by acting like the killer, are those all things you ordered her to do? Is that the truth? Fuyuhiko?
Yeah.
I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Peko, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Young master.
Young master, you just have to tell the truth. I was only following your orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but in this kind of situation, interacting with others will just shorten your lifespan. Those idiots, Byakuya and Teruteru, are proof of that. Plus, it'd be frustrating to be held back by affection when it's my time to kill. You're still saying that? Of course, I'll sacrifice the lives of everyone here if it guarantees my survival. You don't really feel that way, right? You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating like you are now, right?
Young master.
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please, just tell them the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was told because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way you'll still lose Peko, but if you insist you're the killer just as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Peko and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope? Let's hear what you have to say.
Damn it! Young master, I am finished.
The funny thing is, she was already in the bikini.
What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There is no way I can let that happen to you.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow high school students now. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up! I'm ordering you not to worry about me!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's tool.
He definitely cares about her.
A tool to protect my young master. Without an owner, the tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I'm fairly certain they'll discover the truth soon enough.
Then why did you...
I have a plan.
Huh? A plan?
Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home.
You idiot. What do you intend to do?
I intend to fulfill my duty as your tool. Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon. After you leave, I must block the door to the road with Mahiru's body. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me. Forget about the Kuzuryu clan. You better escape.
She wasn't willing to take... Okay, she's back above Teru because she wasn't willing to take... Like, it's tragic. It's more tragic than anything because she just didn't consider herself a person. So how about it, Fuyuhiko? Please, tell me the truth. It's an interesting dynamic. I'm sorry, Peko. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Because if that's actually what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. It'd mean I can't live without depending on something. I just feel disgusted with myself.
Peko.
And if I admit that, it means you really are just a tool to me. How many times did I tell you I don't want a tool given to me by the Kuzuryu clan?
Young master.
Oh my, so this is how it turned out. And here I thought I'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome actions. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool.
Hey.
Monokuma, you knew all along, didn't you? You knew about what Peko and Fuyuhiko discussed.
Jeez.
Well, it's obvious now. I mean, that's why you have surveillance cameras. You were just having fun, huh? Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Peko's claim was surprisingly interesting. You're actually the first to try to influence the outcome of a trial like that. But too bad, you're definitely the killer. Peko, the tool with a heart, is the killer.
Sorry.
Peko, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request. Even though you did all that to provide me the chance to survive. But I had a feeling it would turn out like this. Huh?
Young master.
You have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself. I believed you wouldn't accept that so easily. Oh, she actually smiled. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
What?
Then why?
Even so, I wanted you to escape.
I wanted to protect you.
Peko.
I am terribly sorry.
Oh, I will not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master.
I...
Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish request, but please forgive my young master. And please do not cause a senseless killing such as this ever again.
Ever again.
Oh, she said it. Of course. That will do, Monokuma. Why don't you start it already?
I will never feel despair.
Just so you know, I will never feel despair. As long as I am a tool, I am fully prepared to die.
So cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure until the very end? People who act as proud as you always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin.
Young Master Fuyuhiko.
Please permit me to make one final selfish request.
So,
Didn't I tell you not to call me young master?
I want you to remember.
The tool Peko Peko Yama, who used to stand beside you. I would like it if you remembered that. That's it. How many times do you have to keep, I don't need any tools? You did say that. Then let's begin. The punishment time brimming with despair. Why don't you get it yet?
Thrills, chills, kills!
This time for the ultimate swordswoman Peko Peko Yama. You stayed by my side all this time. Why don't you get it?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Yep, she was screwed either way, but she meant it to be like that. I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed a tool. So, you didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself. I never wanted a tool. I
can see why these two are shipped.
Only you.
Young Master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids.
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Peko. Don't go. I need you. Don't leave me.
Young Master?
Aww.
Young Master!
Well, that ended way more sad than I thought. Yeesh. One-woman army. Oh, crap! Oh, that's brutal!
That is impossible!
This cannot be. Even Fuyuhiko? Died for. Wow, I did not expect that one to come out. I thought it was going to be like the beginning of his rehabilitation or something. Not that. Holy crap. People are dying so easily, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Peko! Fuyuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is just the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion, what a waste. This is why she should have just discussed it with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hopes, but it was crushed into something so unpalatable.
Oh.
You're still talking about that? The hell's wrong with you? Aren't you pissed that two of your friends got killed?
Such despair.
I am pissed, and I even feel sad and hopeless. But still,
Isn't that right?
it's going to be all right. This despair is worthless. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright, shining future that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some pretty interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of what hope should be remind me of him. Interesting that they're referring to those characters from Danganronpa 1. Oh, wanted to stay for execution time? Now it's time for bed. Good night, Cat Evie. Thanks for sticking around. I mean, you're right, Darth Chrono. Both are guilty, but I thought they'd get around that by being I don't know, some sort of rehabilitation, because he wanted to be kind. I don't really understand what you're saying.
Listen carefully.
Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of all the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't even be a strand of cotton left when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say such stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive.
What?
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko is still alive.
Serious?
Fuyuhiko! Frantically, we rushed over to Fuyuhiko's side. Oh, damn, okay. Did not expect him to survive either. Good night, Cat Evie. Hey, Jason Rocks.
He's still breathing.
Is he gonna be okay? Do something! Hey! You need to save him! Hey!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His pulse is getting weaker!
Can't you do anything about it? God damn it!
Okay, they're just making it longer and longer. Well, serves him right. Were you filled with hope at the thought of saving her yourself? That's why you ended up like that.
Stupid brother!
What are you so laid out back about? You need to hurry up and save him. Huh? A surprise order? Why do I have to burn my precious calories just to save some Yakuza scum?
That's wrong!
It's your duty to save him. Duty?
Hey!
Because it's written in the school trip rules. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. If only the Blackened gets executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Well, if I could, I would do something about it right now. But since my magic stick was taken away, I'm practically powerless. But you should be able to do it. Jeez, I guess I have no choice.
Fine.
Well, there's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me.
So,
Fine then, I'll save him. Really?
lie.
I was actually going to do that all along, so I've already prepared for this. Huh? Prepared? And that's when it happened. A siren began ringing from out of nowhere, and gradually grew closer and closer. What the hell?
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patient.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
Oh yeah, I knew he ran after her. He wasn't supposed to be part of the punishment. It's just... yeah. And after he said that, the ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from our sight. Is it really going to be okay to leave this to Monokuma?
Damn it.
It can't be helped. It's not like there was any other way.
Perhaps.
He's going to be fine. He's probably going to get better and come back to us again. You're right. He's definitely going to come back and talk a lot of smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. Why do we have to wait for him? I mean, he caused Mahiru's death, you know? However, we must put that aside since Peko has already been punished, or else we will not be able to advance forward.
Fall, my
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return what has already transpired. There is no other way than to move forward, like an arrow of light piercing through the darkness.
Damn it!
I guess. Things aren't as exciting if a shit stirrer like him ain't around. I didn't realize it, but I was wishing for that too. From the bottom of my heart, I really wanted him to return. I don't want anyone else to be a sacrifice. Yeah, but now, Hiyoko has some motive. And so the class trial ended. But we still can't see the real ending that we really want yet. When that finally arrives, what will have happened to us by then? No matter where I look, no matter what possibilities I look for, I can't see our future, not even a speck. As if we were in a boat floating unreliably in a vast dark sea. We were just left there, alone. Only one word can explain our situation. Despair. We couldn't find a more suitable word than that. Oh boy. 15 days left.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? 4 people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so sure anymore. Whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. If this countdown reaches 0, that guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well.
That's the big question. Who's Monami working
What
with?
lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair.
Wait, there's no way they could bring her back.
The continuation of the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary. Even if we have to pay the ultimate price, I will definitely.
She went through like
prevent it by
6
any
death
means.
traps. She's not alive.
Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Well, chapter 2 completed. And only 12 remain. Thank you, Stepladder. The Black Dragon Blade. Very interesting trial. No one's here, right? Man, I can totally see it now. Those idiots. I can't wait to see the surprised look on their dumb faces. But they'll probably be happy about it. They'll probably be very, very happy. Alrighty. Oh, she is definitely looking for revenge or something.
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone. Now then, let's show some...
Morning, huh? In the end, I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I couldn't sleep. Involving himself in Pekko's execution like that, suffering all those wounds. Is he really going to live? And was it really okay to leave him in Monokuma's care? Worry has consumed my heart. My body feels terribly burdened. But that worry ends here. There's no way I can just lay here and do nothing. Loosening my stiff body, I slowly sat up in bed. I guess I should head over to the restaurant. That's right, I'll just do it. I should meet up with everyone at the restaurant first, and then we'll question Monokuma afterward. I'm definitely going to find out if Fuyuhiko is safe or not. Alright. Hey, Darth Chrono, I just saw that. Redeemed the VIP status. Let's go ahead and do that right now. 1 second. Congratulations. The funny thing is that the joke is that it's a kind of a worthless reward, but it's the thing is that when you redeem it, it really does feel like you are like a viewer that I just see all the time. You are a steadfast viewer, and I mean, super appreciate it. Let's see, Darth Cruz. Let's see, Darth Chrono. Darth Chrono, you have a Reaper. Let me just find your name real quick so I can confirm that you have a Reaper. Actually, I can't see it. I think that's you. All right, VIP. There you go. Onyx with 100 bits as well. Thank you so much. Saying, we'll say that the one thing that looking up trivia after this chapter, after finishing this game, is that at least in this chapter, in hindsight, is that there were a lot of red herring flags towards Sonya, such as the wetsuit blocking blood and her being delayed to the gathering. The funny thing is, I never considered Sonya. It just, I don't know, for whatever reason, it didn't click with me. She didn't feel like she would be the killer. It was definitely between, I mean, the evidence all seemed to point towards Fuyuhiko and Hiyoko, which felt like a red herring to me in those ways. But that's about as far as I went, because it just felt like, again, it was too obvious, which, I mean, turned out to be the case. But I couldn't put my finger on who would be the other, who would actually be the killer. And Amy just listening to some of her dialogue and her being calm, which she's always calm to me. So it didn't strike as a red flag. It just happened to be good time to tune in and a good point to pick up on. But when no, that's just her character. She's always calm. My first thought went to Sonya for the full bodysuit and the fact that she arrived last. True. Good morning, Sonya. Huh? Hajime? Get back! Who do you think I am?
I am sorry.
That was unintentional. It is okay. Please be your usual self. Yeah. That was close. I was really going to kneel before her. I'm terribly sorry. Excuse me. I was so worried about Fuyuhiko that I could not sleep at all. Oh, I just got this after the donation? Oh, that's cute. I like that one. That must be why my face looks terrible. I was just so embarrassed to be seen like this.
I am ashamed.
I should go wash my face and come back one more time. Now then, ta-ta. She looked like she normally does. But just as I thought, Sonya and I were worrying about the same thing. Is Fuyuhiko really okay? Seems like a good bit of you thought it was Sonya. Interesting. What? Hajime, you're already here? Hiyoko, you're the only one here. What are you acting so anxious about? I'm not actually acting anxious. I just happened to be awake by coincidence, so I just came here early. I see. This girl, there's something strange. Is she trying to pull some kind of dirty trick again? I just happened to be awake by coincidence, so I just came here early. It's just a coincidence. Oh, I see. What the heck? The heck is this thing that she set up? What the heck is this? A panel has been propped up. It's giving off a dreadful, unsettling vibe. There's a bunch of photos pasted all over it. Didn't Mahiru take these photos? But what's with this terrifying ambience?
Yay!
Wow, what's this? What an adorable decoration. What the hell? I don't know who did it, but they must have spent so much time and effort doing their best to make it. Mihiro's gonna be happy too. I don't know who did this, but we should be grateful to them, right? Hey, Yoko, did you...
Hello?
Good morning. It's so rare to run into you two here. What are you looking at? Huh? What are these horrifying photos? I expected that reaction. Yo, what happened? What's up? What's up? Is it a brawl? Yo, what's all this ruckus in the morning? This is bad. Please, take a look at these photos. Huh? Photos? Whoa, what the heck?
Hey!
What kind of ominous crap is this? Is this like something you use for sorcery? This is clearly an insult against Mihiru. I don't know who the hell did this crap, but they got a lot of nerve. This is too much to actually treat Mihiru's photos like this. I kind of feel bad about it for Hayoko at this point. Everyone, I understand how you guys feel, but it's probably... Good morning, everyone.
Good nom-nom-nomming!
Good mongrel. What's with those nasty photos? They're giving off a crazy, huge, ominous aura.
Something like this.
There is no excuse. This is too terrible. How could someone be capable of such a heartless trick? No, seriously, it's just...
Hey!
I know, right? Seriously, it's just the worst. Geez, I wonder who the hell did it. Huh? You're right. There's no way Mihiro will be happy with this. She won't just be unhappy. I'm sure she'll be so angry she'll cry tears of blood. Man, who the hell did this? No, we'll have to search for the criminal later. In the meantime, fire! Start the fire! We'll have a grand bonfire so Mihiru can reach Nirvana. Seriously, this is...
Hold it.
You can't. Someone took their time to make this memorial so we can mourn for Mihiru. You can't burn it. Huh? Mourn Mihiru?
What the heck?
You sure it's not the other way around? I'm pretty sure whoever made this is totally disrespecting Mihiru.
You think so?
Really? I think it's just a little clumsy. Chiaki, best girl!
See?
Why don't you take a closer look at the intent instead of focusing on appearances?
Perhaps.
Despite their clumsiness, I'm sure whoever made this probably did their very best. If you look at it carefully, don't you feel like you can sense their feelings? Mihiru's not alone. She'll be with us now and forever. This was probably made with those feelings.
Right?
So I definitely think, yep, it's a nice decoration.
I see.
After hearing you say that, I'm starting to feel the same thing. You sure are simple-minded. I don't really want to burn it. Huh?
It cannot be.
Was the person who made this... Mihiru was really nice. She politely taught me how to tie my kimono. She was really good at taking care of others. Mihiru's probably lonely by herself, so I wanted to tell her that she's not alone, even if she's in heaven. Yoko, I did want to make it look better, but unless I'm dancing, I'm so clumsy at whatever I do. I'm sorry. Wow, we're getting... evolution for her. Where'd she get the skulls? Let's be honest, she either killed the cows outside or she got them from that all-purpose store that just has everything. The skulls are a bit much. Yep, John Niles, I finished the trial. I'm terribly sorry. I spoke out of turn without considering your feelings at all. Sorry, Hyoko. I'm sorry.
Well...
How should I put this? It looks like we misunderstood. Now that I take a closer look, it looks like you put a lot of thought into the decorations.
For now.
So let's keep this thing around until we get off this island.
No.
No, it should come with us when we get off this island too. It would be a waste to leave behind such wonderful photos. So we're not going to burn it?
Impossible!
Of course not! We would never burn it.
You.
Weren't you the one who started shouting that?
I got it!
Fine, then I'll forgive you all. Except Mikan, of course. Why? Why are you so strict with me?
I see.
Man, it's so unexpected. I really can't imagine Hyoko being so diligent and earnest about something. Who cares about that? Hyoko has a very kind heart and squishes ants.
That's not it!
Come on, come on, it's not like that.
Jeez!
Geez, stop it already. You don't have to be embarrassed.
Stop it!
Seriously, stop it. Don't tease me. Yoko's so adorable when she's embarrassed.
Shut up!
Shut the heck up, you pig-faced troll.
Why only me?
At any rate, I hope this is finally settled now. It's very like you guys to settle things like this. Really? It feels like how we made such a huge fuss about it and finally settled things. That's just like you guys.
Well,
Little by little, we're trying to understand and find the good in each other. That's the reason why we can move forward without feeling despair toward our situation. Yeah, you guys are all splendid. Splendid, huh?
This body is uncooperative.
I've arrived. Apologies for the way. What the? What is this object that is releasing such a foul aura?
Impossible!
A malice clings to Mahiru even after her death. We'll be sucked in if we look directly at it.
You're the worst.
Wow, this is a very hopeless object. It doesn't belong in a hopeful place like this at all. It's absolutely brimming with malice. Let's just hurry up and destroy it. I can't stand to look at it for even one more second. Stand aside! I shall shatter this barbaric, blasphemous, false idol to pieces. Now that those two are here, do you still think we're splendid? Looks like it's going to take a little more time. I completely agree. The scene unfolding in front of my eyes was so embarrassing, all I could do was sigh. But at least it was a peaceful scene. Kinda. Yeah, they did not tie him up this time. It's interesting. However, we didn't realize just how short-lived this peace would be. Even though we were finally bonding, a situation was brewing, like a huge fracture running between us all. And that would be the trigger for a truly horrible and atrocious incident. Not just for me, but for every single one of us. We just hadn't realized it yet. Oh boy. Chapter 3. Trapped by the Ocean Scent. Phew, I'm stuffed. I can't eat another damn bite.
Hey.
And you sure do eat a lot. Don't you ever worry about, like, choking?
Yo.
I never get worried. You don't? Wait, what about Fuyuhiko? Is he really alright? The aura around that thing even in the background. I was so concerned I could not sleep at all last night. Plus, if his fate is in Monokuma's paws, I'm even more concerned. If only I could have tended to his wound somehow. I wish I wasn't so useless. Well, I don't think you guys should worry about it. Do you just forget everything that happens when you eat? Now that I've gotten a belly full of food, I'm all set. So, leave the rest to me. I'll question Monokuma and avenge Fuyuhiko.
That's obviously
Avenge?
wrong.
He's not even dead.
Sheesh.
What vengeance? You just want to test your skill. Well, yeah. She flat out admitted it.
Hello.
Okay, everyone, can I have your attention, please?
Meaningless.
Oh, it's you and Monami. What do you want?
Jeez.
And the fun mood's over now, thanks to you. Huh? Did I just ruin the mood? Jeez, don't treat me so harshly. I did my very best today, too. Hey, who the hell are you? We're talking about something important, so go away. Okay, I'm sorry. Wait, no, I definitely don't want to be treated like an outsider. Just what do you want? What do you mean by I did my very best? Ah, you finally asked me.
Hey.
Well, once again, I've defeated another mono beast. How do you like me now? I worked hard, didn't I?
Hey.
If you defeated a mono beast, that means...
Ding, ding, ding.
That's right! You are now able to visit yet another island. So let's all live happily ever after with each other this time, okay? No more getting tricked by Monokuma. No more thinking about leaving this island. Let's all live together peacefully as friends. A new island, huh? Maybe now we'll finally find it. A way to get off this island and go home. No, that's the only thing we have. That's our one and only hope. Huh? Are you guys thinking about leaving the island even though I just said not to?
Do you have a minute?
More importantly, Monami, what happened to Fuyuhiko? Huh? Fuyuhiko? You see, I don't really know.
I won't be fooled.
Miss Sonia, can't you see it's a waste of time asking her? In the end, she's just Monokuma's ally. You're also part of that mysterious World Ender organization, aren't you?
Hey.
That's the organization that brought us to this island, right? Since you're the one who brought us to this island, that's gotta be it. Hey, I don't know if you're a rabbit or a pig, but just what are you planning? There's a great opportunity. It's time you finally filled us in. What a dilemma, but that's the one thing I can't say. Truly, this is the tragedy of middle management.
Hold on a sec.
She ran away again. She's always like this when things are get inconvenient for her.
Well,
It honestly seems like a half and half thing for how many people beat the game so already, Karagosa. Oh well, who cares about Monomi? More importantly, she mentioned a new island. What should we do?
However,
I do not think we should be exploring when Fuyuhiko is in danger. But we must move forward no matter what despair stands in our way. That's what hope should be. What hope? You always say that just before you lead us into a trap.
There's something wrong with you.
Jeez, you're seriously annoying, just as annoying as Monokuma.
Hey.
I'm also worried about Fuyuhiko, but is it really okay if we just stay here and do nothing? Isn't it better if we do what we can? What we can, huh? She's right. Let's try to find a way off this island before he comes back.
you are right.
Fuyuhiko will not recover any faster if we just stand around and do nothing. I agree with Miss Sonia.
All right.
Then it's decided. Let's explore and search for a new hope.
Wait.
So wouldn't it be faster to just beat up the rest of the Mono Beasts and search all the islands in one go?
Leave it to me.
If that strange-looking rabbit can defeat one, it should be easy for us too.
Hold on.
Hey, don't think about doing anything reckless. Anyway, let's begin. Let's open the way to a hope-filled future with our very own hands. Okay then. Let's see. Darth Chrono's not beaten it. Louis Dragoon beat it a few years ago. Alex beat the main trilogy, but not Ultra Despair Girls. Jacob beat it last month. I have no plans to play Ultra Despair Girls, but you want to play V3, but you'll wait till I play that too, probably. Okay. Yeah, I'll be... Honestly, Ultra Despair Girls is coming up relatively quick. Or relatively soon. I think that's after Zack and Wiki. Maybe? I can't remember exactly. No. It's after Flame in the Flood, I believe. Got 2 more games after Pikmin. After all that, I feel like we're doing exactly what Nagito wants us to do. In order to prepare for exploring the new island, we left the restaurant. I'd say we get to the 3rd island and stop there. Let's see. Yeah, our pet. Huh, no poop. Oh, right, because it's still just an egg. Luma never played 7th Founder Watch 1 and 2 on YouTube and half of V3. Okay. Stepladder beat them all except for the summer board game one, but I assume you're not counting that one. Yeah, I don't think anybody counts the board game one that I hear is filled with fan service and very, very, very repetitive. Alright, we got a snake last time. This time we get a rabbit? Yeah, I think we got a rabbit. Or did the rabbit become a snake last time? Can't remember. Karagos has already beaten themselves as well. And modern day Robin played each game and Raincode. Nice. Alex. Whoa, hello. What's up, Nekomaru? Hey, you're not going to the new island, Nekomaru? I'm worried Akane is going to do something reckless about those mono beasts. I'm going to guard the bridges for a while. I'll leave you guys to explore the new island. Yeah, got it. Nekomaru is quite good at taking care of people. I wonder if that's a habit of being a team manager. I'm getting a little worried for Nekomaru's survival. Honestly, I'm a little worried for Chiaki's survival at this rate, but we'll just see. Monomi was right. The mono beast that was blocking this bridge is gone. Then, if we cross this bridge, we should reach the new island. With a feeling of hope in my heart that overshadowed any lingering fear and nervousness I felt, I crossed the bridge that led to the new island. What the hell?
The ambiance is completely different compared to the previous islands.
Why is there a place called Titty Typhoon on this island? Oh, good night, Lass. Thanks for joining. Good night. The residences and ruins are all in the shambles. It barely feels like a resort. And not just that, there's definitely no sign of any people here either. It feels a little dangerous somehow. It might be better to proceed cautiously. Did we hit the red light district? Desert? The hell? Well, that'll be a thing to discover next time. Thought you probably pooped already. For now, we have reached chapter 3, so we'll see if we can, we'll see how far we get next time, whether we get to the murder or even get to the investigation. Hard to say, but yeah, chapter 3, I believe everybody said there are 6 chapters, so after this one, we'll be halfway through. But yeah, making good progress, I'd say. Yeah, I don't think there's... hard to say how long this will all take us by the end, because I know each of these trials get longer as we go along. So it should be interesting. We'll also have to see if Amy's going to be 3 for 3 on calling these murderers. Predictions for the next death and killer, just in case. We'll do that, just in case that actually happens. I'm going to say the next death... Amy thinks it's Gamer Girl. I'm going to say it's not going to be Gamer Girl. I'm going to say next death is... Unfortunately, I'm going to say the next death is Nekomaru. Killer will be... No, not Akane. The one I'd say is the least, like, the one that's the most unlikely killer for Nekomaru. Just because it's just one weird circumstance or the other. And honestly, the one that would be able to sneak around it if I say it's Nekomaru dying. I'm going to go with Mikon. So Nekomaru dying, Mikon killer, just because it's utterly ridiculous. Because, you know, I don't even know. Just because she has access to stuff that could probably poison him. Do that whole route. We'll find out for sure next time, though. Well, maybe. Got that saved. We also got some hangouts to do, so we'll see how that all goes. We'll probably try to get, just in case Amy's right about Chiaki dying, we're going to try to get her maxed out. So we'll see how that all goes. In the meantime, of course, we'll be back next Sunday for more Danganronpa. Tomorrow we'll be here for more Pikmin 2 as we continue through that and clear out, hopefully clear out another one of the areas. And Wednesday will be theoretically at how far, based on how far we got the first time around, could be the end of the Evilise raids, which would mean the last little bit before I start Metroid Prime before we're getting into Shadowbringers. So some really good stuff coming up. Very curious to see how it all goes. But yeah, let's see if there's anybody we can raid at the moment. Not anybody really coming up. Blood God Pod. Oh, they're still doing their charity thing, aren't they? Yes, then we will definitely raid Blood God Pod. And they're doing the charity for Trans Lifeline right now, so let's do for our raid message. Let's do all love to the Lifeline. Let me there we go. Perfect. Great, guys. Let's put that back up. All right. Start of that raid. Once again, thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful upcoming week. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, for Pikmin. If not, if you're only here for Danganronpa, we'll see you next Sunday. Till then, everyone. Bye.